All right, all right. Welcome to a spectacular version and vision and all the above for CRE Pro course and CRE Pro Mastermind launching soon. We're on LinkedIn Live, obviously. We're also on YouTube. It's being reposted and blasted all over the place. Very excited to have you here. Uh, we are going to be joined in a moment by Dan Lukowitz, my partner and the master of the mastermind. Will be joining us shortly to talk a little bit more about what's happening in the CRE Pro Mastermind. You could actually, obviously, get the course as well. It's on creprocourse.com. I've got a lot of really great things coming up in the next month or two, and just wanted to tell you a little bit more about them, as well as field any of your questions. You should be able to enter questions on the right-hand side of the LinkedIn Live. You can ping them to us directly in a chat, a DM, on LinkedIn. And really, we're just going to go through a few of the topics that are covered in the CRE Pro Mastermind. Oftentimes, we're asked, what is a commercial real estate mastermind? Who joins a commercial real estate mastermind? How do you get into the commercial real estate mastermind? Well, I'm here to answer all of those questions for you here today. If you do have questions, again, drop them in the side chat bar there. And we'll be joined by Dan Lukowitz here momentarily. I will put I think it's, oh yeah, cool. Or maybe not. It does, in fact, look like we are live, baby. Live. Cool. Hey, well, so yeah, let's just jump right into it. I can answer questions you might have in the chat bar on the side. Again, you could always replay this later. It's going to be put up on our CRE Pro course group page. It's going to be put on the CRE Pro course actual page for our business. And you can always sign up at creprocourse.com for the actual course. We have team training. We have brokerage training. And then we have obviously the course and one-on-one mentorship. So all of those things are available directly on creprocourse.com. There is also a link to the mastermind. So what is a mastermind? It's a great question. So a mastermind is a group of people who are dedicated specifically to a certain niche or cause. In this case, it's actually learning how to find properties, how to vet those properties, how to market and fund those properties. It's also going to help you if you are just want to learn more about real estate. So we have some expert instructors. I think we've got. There's the man himself, Dan the Man Lukowitz, coming in live. Hey, it looks like you might be in NRM Studios there, bud.
Can you hear me all right? Can you say?
I can hear you fine. Yep, that's a great setup you got going on there. Yeah, everything is good.
Yeah, so we're here actually live.
So let me welcome to the stage Dan Lukowitz. Dan, tell him a little bit about yourself. For those of you who don't know, most of you do know who Dan Lukowitz is. He is the master of the mastermind in this case. So he is the mastermind leader for CRE Pro Mastermind that's starting up here. I was starting to tell people a little bit more about what a mastermind is, what type of topics you're going to cover, and who this is for. But I'll just have you jump right in, Dan. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Dan Lukowitz. I am the Senior Director of the Lukowitz Group at Encore Real Estate Investment Services. I'm also a CRE Pro myself, just like Zach. I am the co-creator of the CRE Pro course and the CEO of the company. I'm also the mastermind. I have put together something incredible. It's starting now. Wow. It's only, gosh, Zach, like what, 20, 23 days away. Super exciting. So basically, my background is that I started off probably just like you. I was working a regular job, all kinds of interesting jobs, and I was flipping real estate on the side. I got into investing and I saw some success, but I was scared to take that jumping off. I was scared to give up that, that security, which now I just realized is actually a ball and chain that got in my way of freedom, right? So at the time I got into real estate investing and I started like figuring everything else out myself. That was back in 2005. So gosh, almost 16 years ago. And through that decade and a half, Zach, I put together everything. Like I made a blueprint for how to flip houses, how to house hack, how to raise money, how to, wholesale deals. And then as time went on, I had, more experience in corporate America. I'm formerly a Amazon business development executive. So I put together all my experience in running teams and in scaling processes and in building sales funnels. And eventually I stumbled really into the world of commercial real estate brokerage. And I absolutely fell in love. But again, same problem, Zach. I was in this industry. I saw the potential, but there was no one there to help me. There were no systems, no tips, no tricks. No one was willing to give me the guidebook. So over those years, I just continued to add to the guidebook. And I, obviously, along with your help and your support, you were doing a similar thing. We created the CRE Pro course. And this was actually a guidebook designed to save people time and make them more efficient. So we put that together and we were blown away with the response. We have students all over the world who are using our services to be successful in commercial real estate brokerage. And as that went on, Zach, as you know, the mentorship program just absolutely exploded because we found that every single person who finishes the course, they all sign up for mentorship. And then everyone who does level 1 mentorship, they go on to level 2 mentorship. And then ironically enough, everyone who completes that, guess what? We now work together in the same company doing deals. So really people pushed us to do this and we did it. And now I've been pushed even further by a lot of great people to build the CRE Pro Mastermind. And that's why we're here.
The master of the mastermind. I see. So Dan, let me ask you, you were saying people can do this on their own, right? There's some other certifications that are out there, maybe a mastermind that you've heard of or that you and I joined, Next Level. Why would somebody want to apply to, then pay to get into a mastermind? What does that process look like, and why would they want to do it?
So real life feedback. I mean, I had 4 calls this morning of individuals that had applied to the mastermind or trying to get in. And here's what they said. They said, listen, Dan, I'm sick of courses. I'm sick of these masterminds where I just go there and take information and network. Yeah, information and networking is great, but I want real live deals. That's why I'm coming here. And that's exactly what we're doing in the mastermind, Zach, is we actually have a rule, okay? And if you don't have a real live deal that you've sourced during the mastermind within the first 7 weeks, I will personally kick you out of the mastermind. That means that either I'm a job, that's not the case, or it's just not working out. So the mastermind is there in order to have a real live deal desk, a real live deal room where people can bring their deals, network, help raise capital, and actually do deals. So that's why you need this mastermind, because it's not going to just give you the experience. It's not just going to give you the networking. It's going to take your deals and create an incubator so that you can participate in what is, in my opinion, the greatest opportunity of all time in commercial real estate. That's what's going on right now in the world. So yeah, that's basically what it's all about. Hey, Zach, you still with us? I guess now's the time where I take the mic because clearly there's some technical difficulties. So look, again, if you want to be part of this, jump right back in just like Zach did. There you go, Zach. So if you want to be part of this, reach out. I've got very limited spots. I think we're probably going to be full by this weekend, Zach, because it's limited to 10 because we want to make it so exclusive so that we can focus and give as much value as possible at one time. So please reach out to us, reach out to myself. I'm here to add value, and I guarantee you this mastermind will change everything about your life.
So yeah, that's a good point there, Dan. Why take action now? So maybe you're waiting. We were coming up on Q4 right now, and you might say, "Hey, things are great. Right? Your business, my business, they're really popping off right now." And so I'm assuming that a lot of other people are going through the same thing, right? Their brokerages are doing well. Maybe they're thinking about getting into real estate, and I don't know, take my license exam first, or I want to prepare for it. Why act today? Why act now on this? And then what will that do for them, or what could it do for them?
So that's because today is the second best time to act, and the second best time to invest, and the second best time to do things. The best time was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. The worst thing you can do is wait. Okay, we're dealing with industries that are based quantifiably and structurally on appreciation and on income and on return on investment. If we have a great return on something, we invest today, and we wish we invested yesterday. So the CRE Pro Mastermind is probably the best return on investment you're going to find of any investment you make in yourself. Why make that tomorrow when you can make that today? I'll tell you this: we are doing live deals. Zach, we had that in-person kickoff event we were asked to speak at, what was it, 2-3 days ago, and I literally took a live deal, and this is like a $47 million live deal, and I threw it on the table, and we started syndicating parts of it literally on the spot, because people were like, "What are we going to do in the mastermind?" I'm like, "Bro, I'm sick of talking. This is what," and we literally are doing it. So do you want to miss that? Do you want to wait till tomorrow to start making money? Do you want to wait till tomorrow to start doing deals? Do you want to wait till tomorrow to live the life you've always dreamed of, or do you want that now? I want it now. I'm sure you do too. So let's start now.
Yeah, it's a good point. Can you tell us a little bit more about what the structure of the mastermind is? Why does it take the time that it takes in order to go through this?
Sure.
And what can you expect as a result of joining a mastermind?
So yeah, I mean, and we can share some of the docs, or we'll send a link to in the comments with that gives some of the breakdown of the structure. Essentially, in the beginning, what we do is it's just like the course in a certain sense from a topical perspective, right? We have to level the playing field, and we have to make sure that everybody gets in on the ground floor, even if they've already are a seasoned investor, a seasoned broker, because chances are they're not doing it the best way that they could, and this mastermind will show them how. So whether you're just getting started, you've done $1 million, you've done $100 million, you got to start at the beginning. The beginning is actually going to be to research, demographic research, tenant research, asset type research. We're going to help you do that to determine what is the best fit for you, for your friends, for your family members, for your portfolio, maybe for your students, for your children, so that you can have successful investing experience right now. So we do that, right? And then what we immediately do, Zach, is we start teaching people how to source deals, right? How to create those databases, how to leverage social media and LinkedIn and other methods of branding to get your name out there so deals start coming to you. We teach them how to cold call, how to have boots on the ground, how to send out email marketing campaigns. We teach them how to get deal flow coming this way, right? Turn all those of money to you, create that deal flow. And then, Zach, once we do that, we have a very simple process. It's basically like a smash or pass, right? Swipe left, swipe right on a deal. Is this trash or is this cash, right? Once we're able to, in a bifurcated way, say smash or pass on the deal, right? We're talking about deals, right? Once we do that, then we know we have got this bucket of all these deals we can evaluate. In the next course, or the next module, next week, I should say, we actually go through and we underwrite the deals. And we do this together in a group, all 10 people, plus myself and all of the guest speakers. But in addition to doing it every week in a group, Zach, we also have 30-minute one-on-one sessions. And this was a huge commitment for me. My wife was actually, yelling at me a little bit, not yelling, she's a sweetheart, but saying, "Dan, you don't have time." And I said, I have to make time because people want it. So I actually do a one-on-one 30 minutes every other week with each of the participants. So as we go through, you're getting that group, and the group is so important, Zach, because it's a community, it's a tribe. As the deal is progressing, you might need a lender, you might need an investor, you might need a broker, you might need a guy that or gal that deals with HVAC. You might need somebody who has experience there, and that's what we're there to do. But at the same time, you got that one-on-one support and that one-on-one analysis and that one-on-one push to keep going. So by week 7 of this process, if you don't have a live deal that was sourced during the CRE Pro Mastermind, then something is wrong, and we will reevaluate or kick you out of the program. So that's the beauty here. This is all about doing deals together in a creative manner. And if this thing doesn't spit off hundreds of millions of dollars in deals for this group of 10 people, I'd be utterly surprised. So that's how it works, Zach. People can expect to be challenged. People can expect to grow, and people can expect to do a lot of deals and really make long-lasting, lifetime professional relationships.
So let's talk about that. In particular, you're actually going to go through an entire deal process, right? From everywhere from the prospecting to finding the deal to contacting owners, contacting maybe it's the lenders and the financial side, right? Maybe it's the buyers, the sellers, leasees, leasors. So a lot of that is outbound. And I know that, not that you're not a big fan of outbound, but what are you more a fan of than 100 cold calls a day?
So you must have been part of the seminar I just gave about an hour and a half ago. I just gave a seminar to the top of the 30 brokers in the nation. Actually, this was to all of the Encore offices in America. I gave a presentation for an hour, and that's exclusive to our company, but obviously it's the same methodologies. And a presentation for an hour about flipping the script, okay, about using social media, branding, streaming services like you and I do, so that your phone rings. Bro, I have not just one phone that is recording this, but I got another one, and these things ring all day long, right? So what we do is we teach you, yeah, cold calling is important and it's great, and the industry prides itself on it, but the industry is broken, okay? I'll be the first to tell you that. And if you want freedom to drive whatever car you want, to go to whatever beach or ski slope you want, to eat what you want, to hang out with who you want, when you want, where you want, to work when you want, how you want, all that stuff, you need to be doing things in the 21st century manner. You need to be a CRE pro, okay? You need to use these strategies to have that freedom. So we teach you how to turn your phone literally into a bar of gold, okay? That every time it rings, you've got an opportunity to do deals.
Yeah, so not only are you going to teach, I mean, we're still a fan, though, don't get me wrong, right? We're still a fan of putting in the hard work. Sometimes it's necessary to do those cold calls, but we want to allow you to reach more people, right? And to contact more people. We're in a contact sport.
Yeah.
And so the more people you contact, the better that you do, the more people that know what you're doing, who you are, what you're looking for, what you have to sell. All of those are extremely important. You can reach a lot of people, right? Millions and millions of people are on LinkedIn, for example. So leveraging Dan's network, leveraging Zach's network, and then utilizing the tools that you're learning in the CRE Pro course and then in the CRE Pro Mastermind are really going to help you 10x your game.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And it's not just us, right? It's the whole mastermind. That's the whole point. There's going to be 10 other people in this who are doing real deals, who are making millions of dollars. So we're now a group, okay? The people that, if you want access to great deals, get in this mastermind, because guess what? We're going to fill them up with capital from the participants first, right? So that's another thing that people have to focus on, is that this is not just a teaching and training and not just inspiration. It's real life deals and opportunity for us all to work together.
Yeah, let's talk about Deal Desk, right? So one of the things you just mentioned right there is something that we call Deal Desk.
Yes.
Deal Desk is where once you have actually vetted and brought the deal to the table, right? You have met with Dan, you've gone through the vetting, and maybe you're on to the marketing section, the funding section. At this point, you really need to do a thorough analysis of the deal, what options are available for you in terms of buying it or selling it, what sort of financing is available, just like Dan said. And one of the great parts about that is because the selection process for the mastermind is so thorough, and you're going to get a lot. We have a lot of these like 18 players out there, right? And they're joining the mastermind. So I would say you're going to surround yourself with those that are as successful or more successful than you are, as smart or smarter. This is exactly where you're going to do that, right? So day to day, you may not have contact with people from all across the country doing multi-million-dollar deals, portfolio projects. 1031, they could be doing capital gains offset. They could be doing developments, large building leases, land leases, warehouse, industrial, all across the country. And guess who gets a first shot at those deals? Well, obviously, if you're in the mastermind and you're helping somebody work through their deal, you're making these connections, right? And through these, and it's just like Dan and I met through Next Level Mastermind. Through these, you're going to meet somebody else, or maybe 9 other people or 10 other people with Dan there. And then once you have the CRE Pro Mastermind designation, that just breeds more and more business opportunities. So you're connecting with other masterminds that have gone through the CRE Pro Mastermind, and it's very similar to what we have with the CRE Pro course. That those members that pass through that, they get a designation, and from there they're connecting with other members that have also a CRE Pro course designation. So I already know you know your stuff. You've gone through the course. You've passed the course. Tell us a little bit more about the designation there, Dan. Breaking up a little bit there, Dan.
The mentorship. So our students love the best. Where he's on the 30, and that's a lot of fun. inside scoop. I see this, not just from the students, from the actual workers.
So Dan's getting a little chopped up there. Let me just interpret what he's saying because I might be able to hear him a little bit better with a cleaner connection. So no, we didn't hear any of that. Dan is saying, there we go, getting better. Yep.
Okay, so what as people progress through mentorship, level 2 mentorship. By the way, Deal Desk is probably one of the most popular aspects of mentorship. You know, I've got one student in Missouri. He every week it's a different deal desk. It's amazing. So I've been privy to see people on the inside and world. I've been contacting brokers, and they say to me, "Hey Dan, we get a resume from so and so. That person is one of your students, and you tell them, yeah, I know them personally. Talk about it. Give you a good referral."
Hey Dan, I don't mean to cut you off, man, but you're unintelligible right now. I think the connection is so low.
Let me see if I can get on to. That's.
Because I think it's important that people hear what you have to say here, and I don't want them to not be able to hear it. We're currently in Restream Studio, so on the left hand side you can see your signal connection strength in Restream. Pretty cool. We're moving from StreamYard, which we've used for a long time for our streams. So these are Streamcast, obviously, LinkedIn Live. And we have gone through, the genesis of our entire business really comes from Dan previously on LinkedIn Live. So as he was doing these, we started doing these LinkedIn Lives. We got a lot of inbound requests from people saying, you know what, I really would love a course to teach what you guys are talking about or what you guys talk about on your LinkedIn Live. Do you have a course? Well, we built a course. Do you have a mastermind? Well, we now have a mastermind. So yeah, we're really looking forward to letting Dan back in. Hey,
how's
there
that?
You go.
Is that better?
Yeah, so you're at 100% now, buddy.
Okay, great. So now we're back on a different device here. So I got both of these free for calls. Actually, not for now, but a lot of deals coming in. So anyway, what we're saying is that
let me rephrase the question there, Dan, and I'll level set for us. So the question is, who can you expect to meet in a mastermind, and what about the other participants? What is the key clutch thing of applying to and then getting into a mastermind like CRE Pro Mastermind?
Yeah, so it's all about the relationship. It's about the group. It's about the deals that we do. So part of what we do is we connect everyone together and we start operating as a mastermind. We start doing deals together. We start posting on social media together. We start going through and putting the actual pieces together as a group. And now what's really important is we get to pitch to the group our deals. And that gives the people in the group first kind of dibs on
dibs. All right.
Not only first dibs, Zach, it gives them the confidence and the experience to be successful pitching in front of other investors, which is so important. So really, this is like boots on the ground. This is like training camp, bro. That's what this is. This is a mastermind for investors who want to train and play and work hard and have fun doing it. We throw you right into the water and we swim together.
Well, here's the other thing. I used to have a small networking group here in Austin called Young Guns. Very similar to BNI, if you've ever seen something like that, where they don't select all of the same role. It's not an entire course full of brokers, for example.
Right.
You've got brokers, you got financiers, you have construction management, you all across the board, syndicators, and people who are not in real estate at all, and yet they have a huge technical background. Somehow they've passed through. Dan has brought them into the mastermind because they're a value add, right? They add an element to the mastermind so that other people can leverage it. And this would be very similar to, and I just want to point this out, that in our next level mastermind, not everybody's completely, it's not all brokers. So we have some people who are social media experts, but they're social media experts with a real estate background. And that's the same thing that we're offering here. We're connecting you with people inside of the industry that may have a different talent set than you do. They may know different people than you know. So you're really expanding your horizons by joining a mastermind like this. Can you tell us a little bit more about how that functionality works, and how are you teaming people up?
I strategically did this, Zach, like everything I do. There are people that have been working with me for months, right, in doing a deal desk, and they've kind of come to me and said, "Hey, Dan,
let's look at this deal together. And then I'm like, oh, this is a great deal. Good work. You listened to this strategy. You did this module in the course. You followed through on this mentorship call. Let's put some capital together. And then, those are individuals. Like I'm thinking about 3 guys from a specific capital company, young guys. 2 of them are lawyers. One of them is actually a pharma guy, and they're hustlers. They're in their mid to late 30s. And, even though 2 of them are lawyers, I'm not going to hold it against them. They're good guys and they have fun doing what they're doing. And they're relatively new, but they're having a lot of success, right? So I've paired those guys up, right, with other people. And I believe one of them is in the mastermind. The other one's doing some private stuff. So I'm pairing them up with other individuals who are seasoned. I got another guy who's in his mid 60s. He's syndicating deals all over the United States. And he's actually going to be meeting me in Traverse City to go work on some stuff this weekend. So perfect, right? You've got almost like the father-son relationship. And that's how we look at this. Because I'm a young guy too. Like I talk to my clients. I say, hey, talk to me like your son. Tell me what I should do. Give me advice. So there's no such thing as like higher or lower levels. It's just different. And in the mastermind, the CRE Pro Mastermind, that's what we do. We've spent a lot of time and energy making sure that we put the right people in. We only have a few spots available, and those are going to be hand-selected and filled with the people that add the most value to the other members of the mastermind. That's really what it's about, is adding value.
This is an important thing to talk about in terms of a mastermind, right? For those people who have not been in one before, or they're not familiar with something like the CRE Pro Mastermind, one of the great parts about it is the ability for you to sort of self-direct or self-manage, right? Inside of the masterminds that Dan and I are part of, there are some participants that are super committed, right? They're doing this all the time. They're out there networking with other mastermind group members. They're bringing deals forward. They're always completing, we call them assignments, but it's like, you have the actual book that goes along with, and by the way, as Dan was saying, there's actually a book that goes along with this mastermind. So they're actually completing the tasks. They're like diving into the topics for that week. They're going hard, right? They seem to have an unlimited amount of time, I guess, or they're really focused on it. And there are other members that they're just saying, look, I'm going to come to the weekly group meeting. I contribute and I add to this mastermind. I'm going to meet with Dan at my selected time. But other than that, I'm really doing this for the network and the connections and the knowledge. But you can really decide how much commitment, how much time you want to spend on this on a weekly basis, monthly basis, or over the entire period, right? This is for you. This is Dan delivering everything that's up here in the Dan brain directly into the mastermind. And then he's connecting you with other people that have the same ambition or desire to be successful and to crush deals. And it's totally up to you how much commitment you want to make to this and how much time you want to spend on it. I suggest a lot, but look, it's like everything. You put time into it, you get more out of it. It's my theory anyways. And so Dan is there really as a facilitator. He's there to bring all of the knowledge that's in his giant brain, and he's making these connections for you and with you. But it does depend a certain amount on how much you want to commit to it, how much time you want to commit to it. And from there, you may decide to bring all your best deals. Well, you're going to start seeing some positive impacts almost immediately inside of this group, because someone's going to say, oh, I do need a deal in Kansas City, or I'm looking to place some capital. This warehouse project seems like a great one for us. I don't see why we wouldn't do it. And I have this trust now with you because we're both in the CRE Pro Mastermind.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. And I think that's what's really, really cool, Zach, is that at the end of this, people are going to ask you, do you have the CRE Pro Mastermind distinction? It's a simple yes or no answer, right? And the bottom line is that if you have that, people know. Just like when people call me and say, hey, Dan, I saw this person is a CRE Pro course graduate. Should I hire them? Well, the answer is, I know them. I train them. They went through the course. So obviously, and it's the same thing here. If you're going to be working with $50 or $100 million deals, or you're going to raise millions of dollars, people always want to know not just about you, if they're likable, trustworthy, if they know you, but they also want to know your track record. And you can take that CRE Pro Course Mastermind track record that we build together in the course and show people the live deals that we do. That speaks volumes. How much is that worth?
Well, and what I really want to emphasize as well, and this is a great example of some of the transactions we've had recently, or people that we've worked with recently. We're not just giving you the blueprint, right? We're not saying, here you go, take this, go out and you do your own deals now. You're actually involved one-on-one with Dan Lukowitz inside of the CRE Pro Mastermind. He's connecting you with his connections, and it's more live than I would say anything else.
I'm literally getting text messages on the blue phone from Shlomo Aaron. Okay, Shlomo Aaron is a quintessential example. He is a CRE Pro course graduate. He is in the CRE Pro mentorship. He works at the Lukowitz Group at Encore Real Estate Investment Services. He's in the mastermind, a paying member. Why? Because he knows there's value. And guess who helps put the curriculum together?
Well,
Zach Rayner, Dan
Look,
Lukowitz.
but look, Dan,
Shlomo
and that's a
Aaron,
great point,
everybody.
right? Like Shlomo Aaron is somebody that knew who you were, but didn't know what CRE Pro course was. It didn't have any involvement, and this was at the beginning of the year, right? Not until started coming to LinkedIn Lives, and then look at how fast that's progressed, right? He moved from having almost no connection with you, Dan, to being on your team in your brokerage, helping you do deals, working alongside of you.
At my resorts, at the games,
he's spending time with you on a one-on-one mentorship, like all this stuff. He has actually done a great job of, as I was saying earlier, committing his time, committing his money, and investing in himself and investing in his career. And it is just like his career has just exploded and taken off like a rocket ship because of it. And we can't guarantee that's going to be for everybody, but I would tell you there's a very high probability that if you participate and contribute as much as Shlomo does, there is no doubt in my mind that you will be wildly successful after having joined this mastermind and worked with Dan on a one-on-one basis.
And we're going to have fun too. I mean, ask Shlomo Aaron. We hang out at resorts. We hang out with our high net worth clients. We hang out at baseball games. He's coming up. He just spent 2 days with his wife and child in Traverse City on the water. I mean, and I'm learning from him. He's learning from me. We have our own private mastermind that you can't be part of. Okay, that's just how it goes. That's what we do at CRE Pro. We help to fortify people. We help to grow and build. And at the end of the day, this is the bottom line, Zach. The end result that we have together as a mastermind is exponentially greater than the sum of each individual. So I want to take a moment to thank you, Zach, to thank all of our participants, and to thank the future CRE Pro Mastermind, because I know that the growth that I will have over the next 90 days is going to be due largely, in fact, to the mastermind.
Well, can I get one L'chaim from you? A cheers from me, and here we go for CRE Pro course. You got your mug there. Great. Yeti sponsor. So we're going to see you out here next week. Maybe we'll do some of these live in person here in Austin, Texas. We're coming to you live next week.
That's right. And guess what? Oh my gosh, I didn't tell you this. This is amazing. I got to close with this. Straight from Austin, I'm flying direct to Las Vegas with my good friend Ben Kogut, who's also in the mastermind. And guess who's meeting us there in Las Vegas for the National Council of Exchangers and for some incredible deal room live action? Guess who's going to be there? Guess who?
Shannon Yang from the CRE Pro Show.
Shannon Yang will probably be there. I know you know her better than me, but
NBC anchor Shannon Yang. Probably.
Yeah, I would think so.
Who else is going to be there, Dan?
Shlomo, you know what he said to me last night?
All right.
I talked to him, and he said, Dan, he goes, I said, yeah, I was talking to Ben about you. And he knows Ben because Ben's been on Dan on Top. Ben's one of the most widely known national syndicators, actually. And I said, I was talking to Ben about the conference and seeing what he thought about it. And, he mentioned that he's excited to meet you. And he goes, he literally, I could hear his jaw drop. Shlomo Aaron, you'll ask him. He says to me, wait a minute. He goes, Ben Kogut knows who I am. I said to him, Ben Kogut is a brother to me, and you're a brother to me. How the heck wouldn't he know who you are? That's what we do together. We become a brotherhood, a tribe, a sisterhood, whatever you want to call it, and we end up building great things. So we look forward to seeing you in the mastermind.
The link for the mastermind is in the sidebar. We'll send it out to everybody. And then if you could do us a favor, do us a solid here at CRE Pro Course and CRE Pro Mastermind. Put this, refresh this in your posts. Link to the description as well as the course for us. That would really help us out, and it will help help your network out as well, because they'll get exposed to the mastermind. They can learn more about it at CRE Pro Course /mastermind. And then you can reach out to Dan directly if you want to ask him some questions about the mastermind or how to get into it.
All right, Zach, thank you again so much. Looking forward to seeing you in the mastermind too.
Just on the way out here, Dan, you missed this at the beginning, but I think this will.
That was awesome.